What's up, Bulls Nation, and welcome in to CHGO Bulls Pregame presented by PointsBet. Don't forget that promo code CHGO when you sign up at PointsBet to live your bet life. It's Save on Saturday, y'all!
Hey.
You guys, I mean, Save on Saturday. I wouldn't wish this on my worst.
You already have a hashtag.
Hashtags. Hashtags.
You already have a hashtag.
Yes, he does.
Only 1 day a week.
And hopefully he will continue to bring the good luck, because I just realized earlier today when we brought you on a couple Saturdays ago, it was BullsCavs, and they got the win.
Yep.
It's BullsCavs again tonight, and oh dear Lord, do they need this win.
Biggest Bulls game since Rondo broke his thumb.
Oh, man. You said this last week. It will continue to be the case.
I'm gonna say it.
He set up for the Raptors game, and
Exactly.
it was true.
And it was true. And it's
this
still
one's true,
And
too.
here we are again.
Also.
I don't know. There was one where they almost had a double loss a couple years back. That was pretty bad.
They had a lot of double losses.
A lot of double losses. Yeah. This is a big
we'll
game,
get the
guys.
neuralized. I don't want to neuralize my friends.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win this game easy.
Oh,
easy.
no.
Easy.
I got.
I like your confidence, sir.
PointsBet
Thanks for
cash.
hanging out with us, pregame Bulls fans. I'm
Code
Matt. That's Big
CHGO.
Dave. That's John Sabine. That's Will Gottlieb. You can follow all of us on Twitter at CHGO_Bulls.
Underscore what?
Bulls.
Hey, well done.
Or I can say like Bill Murray, let's go Bulls. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm very nervous about this game.
Really? I'm
In
shocked.
case-
I haven't noticed.
In case you couldn't tell,
No.
I am a little tightly wound.
That's so not like him.
Okay, first things first, couple of injury updates. All good news for the Bulls today. DeRozan and Caruso both listed as probable, but on the injury report yesterday, DeRozan with that groin that caused him to miss Thursday, and Caruso with a lower back contusion. This man is getting beat up.
Don't like that.
But both in the lineup tonight,
Yes.
ready to go.
And we need both.
We do.
We need
Ayo DeSumo remains in that starting lineup. And then as far as the Cavs, still no Jarrett Allen. Huge loss for them. He's got that finger injury. Rondo, a.k.a. John's favorite player ever, out with an ankle.
Oh no.
And Dean Wade also out with a knee. No Rondo and no Wade tonight, John. How happy are you?
This is my Save on Saturday. My two least favorite players on earth. Not playing, even though it's the wrong Wade. But if your name's Dean, you're close enough.
Yeah, you guys are just going to hate him regardless. I feel bad for him because immediately when you meet him, you are just going to completely hate Dean Wade.
I'm gonna hate him. Oh, his name's Dean.
Yeah.
Name a Dean you like. No offense, Dean Kane. No, Dean Kane's bad.
He's like the villain in like a 50s or 60s like cheesy movie or sitcom.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. He's got the cigarettes rolled in the sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Rolls with the snakes.
Another interesting lineup tweak for JB and the Cavs. He's putting Karis LeVert into the starting lineup tonight, gentlemen. How do we feel about this?
Did LeVert play in the last game?
No.
He did not.
No. You mean the last Bulls
The last
Cavs
Bulls-Cavs
game?
game,
No, he
yeah.
was out.
So just to kind of recall what happened there, the Bulls won that game 101-91. And it was kind of close throughout, but Darius Garland had a really rough start. I remember he like barely had scored in the first half and then got going in the second half. But now they've got LeVert. Markkanen is back in the lineup. Obviously, he'll be trying to get some revenge. So they'll have a little bit more of a scoring boost this time. And, the Bulls are still playing without Lonzo. So the defense is a little sus.
Cry. But yeah, man, our pal Lowry's been playing and shooting the ball pretty well recently, Dave.
He has. Lowry's been playing well. He realizes, like I said, he likes being a part of winning. He doesn't like being the reason. And
He likes to attend parties. He doesn't like to host them.
Right, exactly. He likes showing up. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to clean up.
He keeps his jacket on.
Right,
He's like,
exactly.
I'll keep it on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you put it in a room. I don't know where it goes
Exactly.
to. I got to leave.
Exactly.
I got things
man.
to do.
No, I'm gonna keep everything on me.
I have a son in my house.
And that's Lowry. That's how he is. And it's worked for him so far, especially after that 30-point performance. He came back that next game and hit a huge three-pointer to give him that victory, man. Like, he's been good. He's been really well. He's fitting in nicely with that team.
And the Cavs just aren't going away. Like, they have all these injuries. Rubio went down. Jared Allen broke his thumb. Like, it would be easy for them to just kind of crumble and fall in the standings. They're right on the Bulls' heels, and we can talk about the implications and impact of what this game means as Matt Peck's face turns into a different shape.
As it turns into
My
Matt
entire
Peck.
body is just clenched right now.
Feel all that. Feel all that.
You mentioned the Cavs being just one game back. Let's take a quick look at the updated Eastern Conference standings coming into tonight's action.
Alrighty.
The Bulls still holding on to number 5. Woo! However, that space between them, Cleveland and Toronto, is now just a game back.
That's nuts.
And it was earlier this week a big Toronto win over the Cavs.
Yeah.
For them to pull into a tie with Cleveland. So now the Bulls are one game from falling into that play-in scenario.
Yeah, the only thing that's been solidified in the East so far is the difference between 4 and 5. That's it. One through 4 hasn't been set.
That's a tier too. It feels like.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Bulls used to be in that tier.
They did.
They were the top of the tier.
And
it was
now
fun.
only
good
one
time.
game separates Miami, Philly, Milwaukee, Boston in the top 4,
So
and then there's a
crazy.
3.5 game gap between us and Boston. Remember when it was fun for a while when we thought the Bulls might host a playoff round?
That was nice to think. But now I just want to go. That's I wanted to from the beginning. I just want to go. That's all I want to do is get there. Just get me there. The car is sputtering. You know, you need an oil change, all that stuff. But damn it, just get me there. Get me to the destination. We'll deal with it then. But we got to go. I want to go, man.
Even if it's Boston?
I don't care who it is. I want to. who you gonna be nice matched up with? It's only like one team that you be like, okay, yeah, the Bulls would be nice at that one. Everybody else you're concerned about. It has you clinched. Everybody else worries you.
Why can't the Bulls just play a 5 versus 6 first round against the Cavs? I'd be okay with that.
I still think people have brought this up. I think it'd be awesome if going down by seed, you get to choose your opponent.
Oh my gosh!
So first seed has first pick of who they play.
Ooh,
that would be
So
juicy.
here's a question.
That's not bad.
Who would be the first team picked? Of like
the Bulls?
Would it be the Bulls?
Probably.
I think,
of the top 8 right now?
Yes.
Assuming that 9
Top
and
8?
10, are not.
Charlotte? Where's Charlotte?
They're in
Charlotte
9.
is in
They're
play-in
9?
territory.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
I
they
would say
don't
it would be the
They're
Bulls or the
9.
Cavs.
I think it's the Bulls or the Cavs, right?
It's either the Bulls or the Cavs, yeah.
Maybe Toronto, but I think just people don't want some. If it's like Toronto, it's like you just want Nick Nurse. You don't want to see Nick Nurse.
Right. Plus, that team is so freaking long.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest team.
So weird.
Doesn't matter
Scotty
what
Barnes
position
was
those
about 40
guys
and
play.
yeah.
Everyone on that team has a wingspan of 8 feet. It's insane.
Everybody's long, everybody's big, and their best player is 5'3".
Yes.
It's so weird, man. They're such a different team, man. But they're so good because Nick Nurse is an awesome coach.
Nick Nurse is amazing, and I don't know why Bickerstaff isn't getting more Coach of the Year buzz. Like that's crazy to me because
Considering the preseason expectations for Cleveland, everyone, myself included, thought they were going to be trash.
Yeah.
trash,
Trash.
actual trash.
And I
Capital
guess
T?
that's disrespect to
Trash?
Darius Garland
We didn't
for having an
Nobody
incredible season,
saw his
and
season
certainly
coming.
Evan Mobley. Like that is the story.
And Sexton getting hurt weirdly probably helped them because now it makes sense.
That's a huge offseason question is where he ends
Yeah.
up. Because he's gone, right? I mean, he has to be.
He's
Right.
going to get a check. So
yeah, he's gonna be
gotta
one.
go.
The Sacramento Kings will love to see him.
Exactly.
Like,
Dude, exactly.
He
money
seems
on
like
it.
he's already played for the Kings.
He
somehow.
feels like a
Somehow,
king, right?
He's been there. He's
Big
a
king
calm
energy.
in some kind of way. He's there.
So the
He's a
Bulls are going to try to get their first road win after failing in their last 5 attempps.
I'm
Both
with it.
0
It's
and
harder.
5
It's
on the road.
harder.
But they've just been a bad road team all season,
I know.
John.
Yeah.
Like bad.
They struggle.
I don't know what it is about this team that they do not get up to play the same on the road as they do at home. They do not shoot with the same efficiency on the road as they do at home. We got another army crawl.
another crawl.
Yes.
Part 2.
Natalie's pulling out the army crawl, y'all.
She did it better than
She
Joey.
needed the remote.
We got to grade her and Joey's, man, because Joey's, he was all elbows and arms with his, man. But that one was smooth like that. And with the remote grab.
Which one
like,
looked
didn't
more
happen.
like one of those little army men? You know, the ones in the crawling position?
I would say Joey's, but hers was better, though, is what I'm
Hers
saying.
was more stealthy.
Yes, exactly.
Hers was heisty.
Right.
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna steal the
It's
Declaration of
Mission
Independence.
Impossible. Right. It was Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
coming from the
Like,
ceiling. You know
I
what
thought
I'm saying?
the floor might fall out from underneath Joey for a while when he was doing his crawl. There was a lot of limbs clanking around. Yes. It was not
His
subtle
was
at all.
brute force.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, he had business to take care of.
exactly.
He was at work.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't here, but I could
He's
imagine.
there to rescue someone, but like you said, stealing the Declaration of Independence.
You got to steal it.
Getting the vial
have
that you
to
need
steal
to
the
save the world.
Declaration. There's
That's
treasure.
what that was. Yeah, it's important.
It clears his family's name. We don't have time. We don't have time.
Speaking of important, the Bulls already achieved getting that tiebreaker against Toronto with the win against them on Monday.
Yes.
They are in the same scenario right now with this Cavs team. If the Bulls win tonight, then they will have the tiebreaker over the Toronto and Cleveland. So if the Bulls end up at the same exact record as both of those teams, that will certainly aid in their ability to avoid this play-in scenario. So this is not just trying to stay in fifth, but you're also trying to secure a tiebreaker right now.
Yeah, and it's such a winnable game for the Bulls. And we've said that the last few games, and they haven't won them.
Yeah,
you
I've
know,
heard
and
that
that's
before.
the issue. You're right, exactly. But Cleveland is a team that they, for some weird reason, they've been able to match up with and win. Because Cleveland, on paper, looking at it with all that height and all that athleticism, you're like, they shouldn't be able to match up with the Bulls. But the Bulls do a really good job of frustrating them, man. And I guess it starts with DeMar DeRozan. He's the one, right? Oh, breathe it. He's still good. He's still good.
I
man.
Still so
would
good.
love
I
would
know
love
that.
a turn back the clock to early
If I could
2022
turn
The first
tomorrow
2 days.
night. Yeah.
The first 2 days of 2022.
Or even turning it back as far as February, which was pretty darn good for DeMar.
He's
But,
still so good. Though.
I mean,
Yeah, very good.
Zach put up 39 on
Oh,
Thursday, and we
Zach.
lost
Zach looked great.
pretty like one-handedly.
Yeah, he looked great.
But
Again, that
was a
speaks to the
super-
Bulls' defense being a giant problem right now.
Super encouraging Zach game for me.
Yes.
Oh, awesome!
We've been
awesome Zach game.
very worried about his knee for weeks now. And he comes out and he had a great game. The game prior, I'm forgetting who they played, and he looked really good. And then he comes out when DeMar is out with the abductor and drops 39. He's like putting his head down, going to the basket. I think he had 13 free throw attempts. Like this is the Zach LaVine they need with and or without DeMar. This is who they need.
Yeah, he had 3 straight sequences where he played the defense on one end of the court, and he started the break, and he finishes it on the other end of the court in the third quarter. I haven't seen him do that in a while, man.
Also,
Like,
that
it was
one
really
dunk.
impressive.
Oh my god. The steal and the dunk.
Oh, it was
Like
ugly.
hammer
Smash.
with force.
And some fresh new shoes.
Even
Shout
when he
out to
has
New
been
Balance.
dunking recently, you kind of see like maybe he's doing a little
ginger.
ginger.
Have a lock.
Well, hey, speaking of locks, Big Dave, now's a good time to tell the people about PointsBet, right?
Give the people
Segway
what they
Peck is
want.
always in the building. Oh, Will, this one goes out to you then, man. This one goes out to you. Because the best way to support CHGO is to download that PointsBet app and use that code CHGO when you sign up. And if you do that right now, John, if you do it right now, right now, man, right now. Come on now.
I have
come on.
unlimited data. No humble brag.
Oh, you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. No. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of that web content, and you'll even get that free T-shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, a free T-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. And introducing PointsBet new feature, live college basketball, same game parlay. Parlay Peck me all over that, ladies and gentlemen, because for the first time ever, you can build the perfect live same game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game. And if you want more, because I know you do, you can also boost your live same game parlays. You can watch live, parlay live, boost live, and party live with PointsBet. And now, if you're in Illinois, you know what you can do? Stay your wonderful self at home and sign up. Just download that PointsBet app right now. Register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. Plus, during the PointsBet Match Madness, I got it right, boom, all users can earn up to $100 in free bets during each round. My man, just place a $50 pregame wager and get a free $20 live bet to be used for that round. Get them sound effects ready because I'm coming at you. So what are you waiting for? Because once the game starts, you don't just bet. Smooth hair Will, tell them what you do.
You live your bet life.
With PointsBet, hit me one time. Oh, see, you know what smart what he did? he didn't know it was coming. So he just went to the one he already previously used. That's a layup. That's a smart man right there. You see what I'm saying? One time, baby. One time.
And then the horn out of nowhere.
I dig.
Oh.
I mean, I need a cigarette after that. Just kidding.
It's watching Prime Jordan over here.
Yes.
I have a
kindly.
confession to
Thank
make,
you,
though,
sir.
gentlemen. I am not doing a same game parlay on this Bulls-Cavs game.
What?
Because I need all of my focus and attention on cheering for a victory.
Yes. You can't be like,
And-
oh, I needed to win, but I need
No, I need to not.
Yeah.
I need to not
Smart.
care about my
Can
bets
you do
tonight. What I need to care
5-leg
about
money
is the
line
Bulls win.
parlay?
What?
5-leg money line Bulls parlay.
No, if I do that, then they won't win. And plus, I did really well with the college games.
Yeah, let's get
yesterday
to
and
the
day
real then.
before,
Okay,
so
let's get to the real.
I'm just
The
sitting
truth
pretty on my
comes out.
winnings right now before I jump back into the pool.
So shout out to Cody and the CHGO bets. They definitely
Shout
helped
out
you
Cody.
Yes.
I'm swimming around like Scrooge McDuck right now.
Kids,
Big
don't
old
swim around
pool
in
of
coins.
gold coins.
Don't swim around in coins, kids.
No, don't.
It hurts.
Unless you're in Duckburg.
All right, so Will, you mentioned a little bit about this previous matchup, Bulls-Cavs, back on March 12th. It was the return of Alex Caruso, if you recall, and it was also the first time since January that they had held a team under 100 points.
22 straight games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Have they done
wild.
it since?
Impressive.
Did they do it against Detroit? Well, no, wait. So
Yes.
that or Toronto? 99. I believe Toronto had
Toronto,
99.
That counts.
That counts.
It still
That
counts.
That counts.
And then they scored
not a math
98
guy.
against the Bucks, so I think those cancel each other out.
Yeah. You had to bring that up, Will.
Bucks are the Bucks.
I want
They
the
are the
offense to
Bucks.
look better. The defense has been all right.
Right.
It's been better.
It was like a big narrative throughout like the middle sort of months of the season. When Lonzo and Cruz were out, defense was terrible. It was like bottom however many in the league. Now the offense is really struggling.
Right.
And people are starting to ask questions. And Billy was talking about a pregame, basically saying like they're getting a lot of the same looks, but they're shooting like 25% from the corner. And DeMar is shooting 45% instead of 55%. And it's all these things catching up, and they just need to get hot again.
Yeah, and that's what, like you said, man, that's what's putting the magnifying glass on what they're doing wrong. It's not the defense, man. It's the fact you cannot score because that's what you do best. And we're looking at guys like Ayo, and you're looking at Kobe White. You're looking at those guys, and their percentages dropping out. And even, like we said, Derrick Jones Jr., who hasn't hit a three since that All-Star break. Like, all that is magnified because they're losing and not being able to do what they need to do. And it's not the defense, man. You're right. It's definitely the offense. That's why we were so happy watching Zach and Kobe in that last game, but nobody else wanted to do anything else.
And I want
Shout
to
out
highlight
Vooch.
something else, which is the importance of Vucevic here.
Yes.
Marquet wrote another great piece about it this morning. Go
Shout
check it
out.
out. CHGO.com.
Land down under.
Shout out. Marquet.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marquet. Mark Caranzulis. He
Vegemite
wrote about it
sandwich.
today, and then Billy was asked about it a few times in pregame, and he just continues to reiterate the same thing, that like he is the connector. He moves the ball side to side. The offense has to go through him, and he's been starting out really hot the last couple of games, getting easy looks at the basket. His three-point shot has looked a little bit better. He's actually putting up good numbers in March, but it's going a little unnoticed because the rest of the offense is struggling. They need to continue to play through him. He's got to continue to look for his shots and hopefully just like continue to move the ball side to side, connect, and get easy buckets for guys cutting and shooting in the corner.
Agreed.
We have seen Vooch kind of pull himself out of his season-long shooting slump a little bit. He's been more confident with those threes recently. But, you know, that I'm right with you and Mark K on that. Vooch's passing through the middle of the floor is so underappreciated and so necessary.
Yes.
And maybe between that and kind of getting his shot confidence back, we can see some really strong games from Vooch down the stretch. Yeah. He and DeMar led the Bulls to victory against the Cavs back on March 12th. They combined for 45 points, but neither of them had a super efficient night. I think DeMar shot like 35%, which to him is like shooting 5%.
Right, exactly.
And I think Vooch was like 9 of 18, 9 of 19. So, like, whether it's DeMar and Zach or DeMar and Vooch or Zach and Vooch, you need two at least performances from your big three. Yeah. You also see that Ayo had a really strong game in the game against the Cavs, including knocking down 3 of his 4 3-point shots. Can we please get that version of Ayo back?
Yes.
For the love of God.
That's what we want right there, John. Look at it. 3 or 4 from the 3-point.
3 to 4. That's almost perfect.
Almost. It's right there. It's 75%.
I'm not a math guy, but there's no way to know what percentage that is. We don't have the technology, but I know that's good.
It's only missing 1.
It's missing 1, so it's got to be 99% then.
Right. It's the same as hitting 99 of 100.
Right.
It's only missing one.
Take one down, pass it
That
around.
is some easy math, folks.
Thank you. PointsBet.
PointsBet.
Guys, you guys are freaking out. Regression towards the mean.
Yeah.
This is the outlier. This shooting's the outlier. It's happening at the right time.
Okay.
It's going to crest right before the playoffs. It's going to get better.
I'm with you.
We know this is not normal.
Yes, this
We
is
know
true.
this isn't a team that normally shoots this poorly.
No.
So it's going to be fine.
No, they spent the
fine.
The
first.
defense is the outlier, but the offense is usually pretty good.
Very true.
They spent the first half of the season shooting ridiculously efficient numbers, including a lot of mid-range, like higher volume mid-range than across the NBA for what is normal, right now. But it's just because DeMar was that.
DeMar
good.
and Lonzo. Like, Lonzo was also shooting higher than we thought he would, right?
Well, and Lonzo's not really a mid-range guy, but as far as his three-point
three-point shot,
It was unbelievable.
Was it 42%? Mm-hmm. Like, he was special, man.
and he was shooting, like there were some nights where he would get up double-digit attempts behind the three-point line.
Yeah.
And then now,
And then
like,
that's it.
you look around on so many of these Bulls games, and you're like, we shot, like 18 threes tonight? What the hell?
I don't know, man. It's tough. And I like how you always stated previously when we would talk about Vooch, his three-point shot is what gets it going for him, period. When that three-point shot is hitting, everything is easy for him after that. We've seen that recently, man. Like, he's gotten off to those hot starts, and that's because of that three-point shot. He'll go 2 for 3 early on, and then he's like, oh, yeah, I can pass the ball. Oh, yeah, I am big. I am 7 feet tall. Let me go inside. So, yeah, I hope to see that continue in this game.
And it makes the paint open
Yeah.
for DeMar and Zach. Were you going to say the same thing, bro?
Gonna say the
Did
same
you guys
thing.
just have a mind meld? This is our first show.
Look at that.
I
The
love it.
spacing
Frill
has
over
been
here.
really bad because guys like Io, Pat, they're just not confident in their shot right now, so they're catching it and automatically just going into space in the middle of the floor. And there's like 3 or 4 guys already in the middle of the paint, so they're just like running into contested mid-rangers.
Yeah.
That shot is great for DeMar. It's not great for Io or for Pat. And so they need to introduce some variance into their offense. Like, they can't score the ball, so they got to shoot a ton of threes and hopefully get hot.
I hate him.
Because we see Pat Williams. Like, I'm excited to see him against this team, right?
Yes.
They're getting LeVert
Yes.
back. Great.
The rainbow jumpers are back, John. They are back.
How good that make you
And the
feel
other,
about
don't
I don't
take my
think we
word for it.
mentioned, Zach did not play this last game against the Cavs either. So that,
Correct.
He's
That's
back.
why DeMar and Vooch.
Oh,
led them
no.
to
They got
victory.
Karis LeVert back?
So,
we got Zach LaVine.
guys, before we get out of here, we're getting close to tip-off. 5
time
minutes
to
until
go.
7 o'clock. This is the Bulls' last game in Cleveland this season, assuming they don't face each other in the playoffs.
But they can't,
But you know what that means.
All-Star game was there,
Rock and
too.
roll Hall
You
of
know what
Fame.
we have to do?
Oh, here we. I
What do we have to do?
I almost wore that.
Oh, man. Oh.
We can't not honor the legend, Mr. Joakim Noah.
Oh. The man puts the spring in your step.
I went and watched it earlier today, and then I just ended up watching like 7 or 8 more Joakim videos on
What
YouTube.
did you?
Just for no
because I have a problem.
Oh, you watch Joakim videos on the internet?
I know.
Your
So
YouTube-
unlike me,
your
right?
YouTube algorithm has to be just that.
Wait, what were you saying, Will?
I was gonna say, what was your reaction when they did the reboot?
Loved it.
For All-Star when DeMar and
For
Zach?
All-Star.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was so good.
I got a text message at like
We did.
3 in the morning.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Did you
Yes,
see this?
We did.
But truly, has any one player had a rivalry with the city, which kind of came out of nowhere, right? It wasn't like they repeatedly saw the Cavs like
Right.
for a decade, right?
Right,
It's not like
right.
Larry and LA, right?
Right.
It was like, Joakim and LeBron were starting to get in each other's skin a little bit. And then they did play each other in the playoffs in 2010. But yeah, it wasn't like a long-standing thing. It was just like Joakim was doing an interview
And being
joking about
Joakim.
how he didn't leave his hotel in Cleveland
Yeah.
because Cleveland is
It's got a
He wasn't
burgeoning
joking.
arts district.
He was not
Little
joking.
Italy's nice. It's a good town. Okay,
Do we,
guys?
do we,
It's
do we
a
have
solid
the clip, you
place.
guys? Can we here take Joakim's word for it?
Do you regret anything that you said about Cleveland?
Not at all. You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. I mean, what's so good about Cleveland?
Also, coming from him, like the cosmopolitan childhood he had, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
He was
right.
speaking
Exactly.
5 languages. He was
Right.
having espressos in the morning.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
He was wearing capris
Right.
going to school. He had a driver.
The
Why does
son of
everybody have shoes
a
on? This is
supermodel
weird.
and a
Yes.
professional tennis
Right.
player.
Yeah, they would have
Exactly.
dinner at like 11 at night. Like, that's a
And he's
different
like,
level
yeah,
of
this is a
disdain.
trash city with
Yeah.
nothing, filled with nothingness.
He answered before the question was done.
Yeah.
He goes,
Shout out to David Haw who asked that
do you
question.
have any regrets? No, I don't.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And then he asked, I'm going to ask you guys, do you like this town? You fly here.
See, and that's the wild thing, because when he said that, I was the Boo Earns guy in the back, because I was like, I've said I'm going to Cleveland on vacation, because literally my family is from Cleveland. So yeah, like everybody's in Cleveland. You know
My
what I'm
best
saying?
friend from college, shout out G, grew up outside of Cleveland, Willoughby Hills, and I hung out
Maple
in
Heights.
Cleveland
Willoughby
all
is-
the time.
Willoughby
hung out in
is
Cleveland
not-
all the
I
time.
did. I hung out in Cleveland. I was a child,
that's like
so I didn't know
Benner.
that. I was going to see my grandparents, man. Like I wanted to hang out with
You're
them.
throwing out
Maple Heights.
Willoughby. That's not Cleveland.
He's like, what? That doesn't
That is
count.
off the beaten path. Man.
It's a suburb.
But truly, I mean, I'm tired of doing things in Cleveland this NBA season. I would love to not watch something. I watched the All-Star game.
Okay.
Like James Harden went to Cleveland 7 times, right? Like he got traded before. Like the Sixers all back-ended it. So and the Nets all front-ended it. So he ended up playing. I'm done with it.
You're done.
I feel like James Harden. I'm done with it.
Okay. You been to Cleveland?
I think it's safe to say that
I
the
have been to
finals will not
Cleveland.
happen in Cleveland.
I mean, could you imagine that?
like-
I've just like been there. I haven't like gone there. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I
I've, like,
don't, but I have
driven
1,000
through it.
questions.
Like, just
I've
on
driven
your way.
through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've just driven through it and like
Okay.
maybe stayed a night there or something like that.
River runs through it.
I haven't been there.
Right.
In the
I haven't
French
spent
sense.
Been in
time
the
there.
trenches.
In a very French way. I haven't been.
Yes. Right.
I haven't been there.
Shout out to the whole state of Ohio. man.
Yeah, Ohio, your swing
John,
state.
Shout out whole state.
It's an interesting question that you pose, though. Like, has there ever been a player that has a rivalry with the whole city?
It feels like
Like-
a professional wrestler is the only other equivalent. Right? Like it feels like Shawn Michaels in Montreal. Or something, right? Like
the Montreal
I'm
Screwjob.
gonna just
Yes.
nod along and pretend
Pretty
I
early.
understood that
Everyone's
reference.
pretty
Yes. Oh,
magnanimous.
cut his mic. He doesn't need this.
But truly, like, I do love how I think rivalries are important. I really do. And I love
Yeah.
that he just called out a city. And the fact that it's in legend that they're like, let's do a 2022 All-Star game
Yeah.
commercial. And people will know what it means.
Yeah, and it continues the Bulls-Cavs rivalry.
Yes.
You know, that was started in the 80s with Jordan hitting the shot and then continue with LeBron, you know, pasting the Bulls all those years. Like, it was great, man. So it just continues it on, and it will live forever. It's amazing.
God, I love it so much.
Yeah.
It
Central
like,
Division.
Division clash.
Divisions matter.
Divisions matter.
And so does multiplication.
I mean, divisions matter in that, like,
Math.
the Bulls are going to be dealing with Giannis until he leaves. I don't know if Giannis is ever leaving Milwaukee, man.
I Googled his age recently, and I was like shocked.
Yeah.
I was
He's
like,
only-
this is not right.
What is he, 26?
I think he's just
Barely. Yeah, like
I
barely.
think when I did, like, he's just 26.
yeah, like barely that, man.
My God.
He's a machine. He's a
My
machine.
God.
He can just run a car.
LeBron did have that thing about Orlando. What was that, last year when he was doing an episode of The Barbershop?
No one
And they were
watches
kind of
The
like talking about, I mean, I didn't either. It's just like something that popped into my Twitter
I was
feed.
watching the barbershop.
Draymond just had like some comment about the Magic.
Really?
I think he's picking on Orlando a little
I mean,
bit.
no one has Orlando.
He's like, no offense to them, but they're a trash team.
Right.
Yeah, no offense at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
after they lost to Orlando, right? And
Right.
Draymond was
He was
like,
like,
yeah, we
because they
can't
lost,
lose to
but-
that team.
Orlando's biggest like rivalry is their owner, like the DeVosses. Like,
Right.
They're awful. Like it's like that's
Disney.
what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Disney
they're-
is their biggest rival.
Yeah, Disney. Like it's true. Like the warm weather is their biggest rivalry. 'Cause
Yeah.
Like, could you go to the beach or would you rather go inside and watch this team? I'd rather go outside.
Everything down there is Disney.
But what did LeBron say about Orlando? Oh, LeBron just
So
off his
he
rocker.
said, like, so they were talking about the whole bubble thing, like a year after the fact, and saying, you know, like I anytime we just go to Orlando for a game now, I have PTSD thinking about the bubble and like how horrible that
Yeah, but
experience
you
was.
won.
He had to win a championship.
Yeah, you know
down
what I'm
there.
saying?
He has,
Like,
he has
dude, you won.
PTSD hanging out in Celebration, Florida resort.
Oh.
Like,
You won.
I'm
having
sorry. Is this
catered
the
meals.
first time we've heard LeBron put his foot in his mouth a little
I mean,
bit? about
LeBron
something?
is LeBron's a boomer now.
But
man.
yeah. So what he said, and I think it was his his pal Maverick Carter, right?
Maverick Carter, yes.
Saying, so like, what if you got traded to Orlando? And LeBron said, oh, I'd just straight up retire.
buy the team.
He said, oh,
Buy the
you've
team.
been
He would buy
traded
the
to
team.
Orlando? Cool. I live in Malibu. I'm done.
yeah.
Man, damn, man. The disrespect.
And it's like
the
you know,
Rams would sign him.
so, however many Orlando fans are actually out there. Some of them took
a couple.
exception to it, but
we worked with one.
Yeah,
Our guy.
no,
we moved back to Orlando.
Orlando fans are great because they know, like, Orlando fans are like Kongs fans.
Yeah.
But there's like a sadness in it. Like, so shout out to, because they're just like, I know, man.
Yeah.
I know. Don't,
Right,
You don't need to say it. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Like, and I just think that I really respect that.
It's true. It's true.
well, here we are, gentlemen. 7:02 p.m. We ready for this?
Woo!
Are we ready
Must
for
win
this,
game.
Bulls Nation?
It's a weird must
When
win.
you walk
It's a
that
weird
out,
must
Ugh.
I'm ready, baby. Let's
fun.
do it. This is fun. And guess what? We're going to do more of it, aren't we, Matt? There's going to be more of this coming back.
Well, we'll be here for post game.
That's what I mean, Matthew.
Post game live.
They will be here for post game. Depending on the results, I may jump out a window,
Y'all do this again?
or I'll be here.
Oh, we didn't tell you. I'm sorry.
Pre and post, baby.
Twice?
Pre and
Bring your
post.
gloves.
the word
Bring your
close.
gloves.
In the meantime, while you're watching this game, sign up for a PointsBet account. Use that promo code CHGO. We will see you right back here for post game following Bulls and Cavs. For Will and John and Dave and our production team here at CHGO, I'm Matt. Enjoy the game. See Red. Be good.